around town, and I felt that it offered me more to be able to walk to. There are certain places maybe that are maybe a little bit sort of newer than this one, but when you look around, there's nothing to do there. I also love being surrounded by architecture. One can walk to Century Center, which I have several times. You can walk to Morris Auditorium several times. Go to the library down the street in the other direction. Across the street is the State Theater from here, and I love looking at the facade of that building. It's just fun to be surrounded by architecture. You walk out the front door. Of course, I've lived here for a few months, but people say, "Hello, Steve. How you doing?" Who are you? You know, I mean, I know them. We know each other now, but it's interesting that you just meet people just by being here. You know, I had surgery in December. It's so much better. Recuperating was so much easier than it would have been in a house. But there's neighbors here. I was going to go one day. We have that little store downstairs, Maddie's Grocery, which is an absolute godsend as far as I'm concerned. When I was recuperating before, well, she didn't know where I was going. She just saw me. I said I was going to go down to Maddie's. Good. She took my money. She went to get my stuff that I wanted and brought it back up to me. You don't get that in the house. You can't get that in the house because there's no neighbor and there's no Maddie's. The maintenance man here, Brian, one day that I was struggling after I had gotten back from my surgery before, he tells me to hold on a second. So, all right. He goes away and comes back a few minutes later with a wheelchair for me to use and a walker for me to use. I have this wheeled walker, but he had like a more traditional walker with little legs on, like the kind that people put a tennis ball on the back feet. You don't get that in the house. Living here removes a lot of the rough edges that people often have with getting older, because you don't have to do it alone. I first moved in here, I didn't know if it was a cruise ship or a three-ring circus or a carnival of some kind, but I'm glad I'm here. Well, I like the Friday morning coffee group because it's informal and you talk about anything, and so that's fun. I like the trips that we go on. What else do I like? And we have movies once a week, if you're into all of them or just some of them. Just to have the option makes you feel more alive than just sitting and watching a river go by here to us. But you do see people over and over, and then if you don't see them at Friday morning, you wonder where they are. You wonder how they are. I guess that's part of friendship. So yeah, there are people that you come to care for. So they sent us or brought around a survey, various questions, but they didn't go the one step further that I would have loved for them to include in that survey, which is, where would you be if not here? I think that's far more useful than where did you come here from. Where would you be if you weren't here? And I'm not saying that people would be out on the streets, but I'm saying they wouldn't be here. And I think it's useful to have this as an option. Because it's just, I feel happier about myself being here than